What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. So I haven't done a live stream in a while because YouTube and Google have been shadow banning my streams. And now I'm going to try something different where I don't have music playing during the stream and see if that changes it. There's no hashtags in this title anymore. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm hopeful that it might work this time. Guys, definitely smash up that like button so people can find this stream so it ranks up on YouTube as we get started here. So, yeah, we're just going to, I mean, we could play this song because I have this song in every video. Maybe I'll just loop that. But what's up, guys? What is up, everybody in the chat? We have a few things to go over. We got a few things to go over here in today's live stream. Who do we got in the chat? We got Moonboy in the chat. Everyone's a Moonboy now. What's up, guys? Roxanne is in the chat. Meatport is in the chat. Kevin Blanger's in the chat. What's up, guys? How's it going? So yeah, I'm hopeful that maybe this live stream won't be shadow banned. It's looking okay so far. We already got 227 people in here, which probably means it's not shadow banned. So that's good news. First time in like a couple of months that we haven't been shadow banned. So maybe it's the hashtag, like hashtag Bitcoin. I don't know. But this is good news, guys. This is good news. So for Bitcoin right now, of course, first things first, we did just get the weekly candle close. The weekly candle close was pretty good. The interesting thing is that, we're right along this upward sloping parabolic trend line on the weekly chart. Of course, looking at linear, you can see it. On log, it looks like an upward sloping trend line, but on linear, of course, this is very, very parabolic now. So this week, I think we're probably going to be ending up pushing up. If Bitcoin is going to maintain the exponential increase in demand, we would have to push up, right? We would actually have to close this weekly bullish. If we don't close this weekly bullish and we break down, that could indicate a short-term correction down to maybe like, 42 to 38K or something. Right now, we're still above it, and I do think that we're probably going to end up continuing up. Looking at the daily chart now, the daily chart for Bitcoin also looks pretty good. Looking at the MACD on the daily, this is what I've been looking at a lot recently because right now there's a lot of momentum, right? And the MACD is obviously really good at gauging momentum. And momentum traders that have been trading bullish crossovers on the MACD have been making some really good swing trades here, right? So, and we're about to get possibly another bullish crossover on the MACD on the daily. It's coming up right now. So if we can continue up, continue pushing higher, maintaining the upward sloping trend line, and also maintaining this blue 21-day EMA, which since February 28th, we've closed every daily above it. And you can see that the blue 21-day EMA is actually starting to point upwards, which means that, you know, when you're looking at an EMA, you're looking at that to judge momentum. The momentum is starting to push upward, and so is the MACD. It's looking like it's about to get the cross. So the momentum indicators are suggesting that there's a good chance that we will keep going up. And I don't see why we wouldn't, right? The trend is your friend until the end of the trend. It's looking pretty good for now. Of course, anything can happen. Nothing is guaranteed, but I'm very bullish on this market. Things are looking really good. I can't say, I can't complain, right, guys? Can't complain. And we have there's a few other things I want to go over as well about the long-term chart for Bitcoin and a few tweets that I made recently, a few key things that I want to discuss. Also, the US dollar index we're going to talk about as well, and maybe some altcoins while we're at it. Uniswap token did touch a new all-time high earlier. It's actually sitting at a new all-time high now. And I've been talking about Uni on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter, guys. I tweet a lot. Guys, definitely smash up smash up the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Crypto Cali's in the chat. What's up, Crypto Cali? OG in the chat. What's up? Always good to have you, man. Roxanne says all of Kevin's picks are mooning. Yeah, guys, the altcoin portfolio that I'm running in Patreon right now is up big time. It's up huge. It's up like $100,000, $115K in the past month. And all the alts that I picked, pretty much most of them are mooning. A couple haven't mooned yet. There's still some good buys in there too. So yeah, there's some stuff I want to go over. Also, talking about this right here. So you guys just saw my long-term chart, my long-term trend chart. And you guys know that if you guys watch my videos, you guys know that I think we're in the area of maximum opportunity right now. Basically, we're about to exit that, which means that we're about to enter bubble territory where the price of Bitcoin would very likely run up to a 6-digit level, 150K, 250K, before topping out and correcting back to 50,000. So we're currently, in my opinion, about to enter a bubble for crypto. But the good news about that, the good news about crypto bubbles is the bubble is where you make the most gains, right? When things bubble up, that's where the most gains happen, right? So you want to be in for the bubble. And I think the bubble is just starting to take place now. And something that I said on Twitter was, in my opinion, the $50,000 price level for Bitcoin is going to be the bear market support. In my opinion, everything above 50K up to 250K is a bubble. People coming into crypto now might start making gains, which will lead them to become overconfident in their decision to get into the market, which will cause them to buy more and average up during the bull run. And very likely the people that are new to crypto will be averaging up due to overconfidence all the way until the top, and they will be too exposed to the market at high levels. And then when the bear market happens, they will take big losses in the end, right? That's likely what's going to happen to the majority of retail traders that are entering the market right now, is they're just going to keep buying all the way up. And then in the end, when the thing starts to correct, they're going to actually go into the red. They're going to actually be taking a loss. So with that being said, guys, you want to make sure that you're not buying too much as this bull market happens. At some point, you have to tell yourself, okay, I have enough crypto. I need to relax. Let me just let this play out now. Let me just make the gains and think about scaling out. Of course, again, buying right now at 50K, I think is still a pretty good move, right? But, you know, like maybe when we get above 100,000, you should start thinking about maybe slowing down your buying process. Like, okay, you know, we're getting to pretty high levels. The market could correct anywhere from like 150 to 250K. You know, at one of those areas, maybe we're going to see some sort of, you know, retracement. That's at least what I think. That's at least what my analysis suggests. I think 250,000 is the likely target in this bull market. So yeah, just keep all that in mind, right? Keep all that in mind. At some point, you got to stop buying. At some point, you got to scale out. This will not last forever. But the good news is I do think that we have until somewhere in summer, right? June, August, that range is where I'm looking to find a top. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see if it happens. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Definitely smash the like button. Share this stream as well with your friends. And subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you're new. Lemon says, shut up, Kevin. Let me buy the top. No, I won't let you. I'll save you. I'll save you. Danny says, smash the like button, guys. Definitely smash the like button. Definitely. Tower 565 says, yeah, I'm done buying crypto. You know, I'm personally not done buying just yet. You know, I think that 50,000 is still potentially like a once-in-a-lifetime buy opportunity. Like kind of, right? If you're assuming that my prediction is correct, Bitcoin goes to 250K and then retests 50. You know, I mean, maybe it's not a once in a lifetime because you're going to be able to buy at these levels again, you know, next year, right? But still, guys, it's still a good opportunity, and we have many months to come of a massive crypto bubble, in my opinion. So we'll see how that goes. 6CZ, what's up, man? He says alt season hasn't even happened yet. It's happened a little bit. But it hasn't happened fully yet because Bitcoin has been very strong. Bitcoin has been very strong recently. So it hasn't. So it's like the Bitcoin dominance chart is kind of leveling out because Bitcoin's been so strong. Like I've been saying in my videos, the current bull cycle. I mean, let's just zoom in a little bit. But check this out. This current look at the way that Bitcoin's price is moving through the stock to flow channel. It's right in the center. It's right in the middle. It's like perfectly healthy. It's just like it's perfect. This bull market is perfect right now. 2017, we were outside of it. We were trading outside of the stock to flow channel in 2017. It was actually less powerful. This bull market is happening faster, guys. It's happening faster. The lengthening cycle theory is a false, bogus theory. It's just not true. This is happening faster. And obviously this is because of the global economic environment, the endless money printing, Wall Street billionaires, you know, wanting to hedge against the devaluation of the dollar. I actually have to sign in. I deleted all my cookies from my web browser, so I guess I got signed out of TradingView. Let me put up this up so we're not blind. There we go. And also the US dollar index is starting to find a little bit of resistance right now at that the previous support from August of 2020. So we'll see, you know, if the US dollar index is able to find resistance here or does find resistance, then this would be very bullish for stocks and crypto. If we start to punch up above this, you know, maybe we'll see a little bit of a stall in the price of Bitcoin and stocks. But, you know, we'll see what happens. This is a very key level for the US dollar index. We're at a major previous support from last year. So this is an area that you definitely want to keep your eye on, the US dollar index. Did someone just come in with a tip? They said, Don Ragnar's coming in with a 2. He says, to hold link.eth for 5+ years thoughts. You could if you want to. You know, again, I could be wrong about the bull market. You know, a lot of people like to be like so optimistic and so hopeful. They say, Kev, no one's going to sell Bitcoin. It's just going to keep going up, or it's going to stabilize at 200,000. It's like, guys, that's not realistic. It's just not realistic. I mean, anybody with a brain is going to be wanting to take profits, right? At some point, or at least just like de-risk, take a portion of profits. You know, people like Michael Saylor that put their corporations' cash reserves into Bitcoin. They're looking to just to hold for years because they're in a position to do that. They just want to put their cash reserves into the Bitcoin market to have it go up against inflation for many, many years. And as a corporation, that makes sense. But as an individual, as a retail trader like you and me, we're probably going to want to take profits. You're probably going to get some money out of the market before, the next halving in 2024. I mean, if you want to go like the mega long game and you're just never going to sell Bitcoin for years and then you're going to wait for the next one, that's cool. That's awesome. But I'm personally going to be looking to scale out somewhere over here. I want to scale out of the market at some point, before we see a correction. There's always going to be a bear market, guys. Some people are hopeful that Bitcoin's going to go up and just stabilize at 150K. It's like, come on. Probably not. Probably not, guys. You're going to want to take profits. So yeah, at some point you got to stop buying into the market. Again, for those of you that are just joining, don't make the mistake that all the noobs are about to make, which is averaging up the entire bull market and being overconfident. And then you hit a super high price and you're buying into the top and then it dumps and you just offset all your gains by averaging up too much. At some point you want to slow down your buying. You want to dial it back and say, I'm just going to let this ride. But again, right now, it's still a buy, in my opinion. Bitcoin is still a buy at 50K. It's less of a buy above 50K. Because again, that's the growth zone that I'm anticipating to the 200-week moving average test. And also, as most of my viewers should know by now, I do expect this bull market to last until the summer of this year, which is just a few months away. Guys, this tweet that I put out on Twitter was one of my biggest tweets ever. One of them. There was actually 4 days ago, I had a bigger tweet than this, and then I posted this 2 days ago, and this was my biggest tweet ever. It got 2,400 likes, which for me is really good. And what happened was all of the dozens upon dozens of crypto Twitter and crypto YouTubers stole the image and pretended it was their image, and I was like, this is insane. This image set a fire on crypto Twitter and everyone was stealing it. And I was calling people out and there was a bunch of drama, but whatever. I thought that was hilarious. I had fun with it. But anyway, this image is showing us that, just like 2017, right? So we had our first move up, the first parabolic advance in 2017, second parabolic advance in 2017, and then the last major FOMO phase all the way to 20,000. And right now, we had our first run-up, second run-up, and there you go. You can see the comparison is very similar, right? And if Bitcoin was going to maintain this trajectory, the price would likely peak in the summer of 2021 if we were going to maintain this trajectory, right? I know there's a lot of people that think that Bitcoin's going to top out in December because it always tops out in December. That's like the idea. Bitcoin's going to peak in December because it always does that. I don't believe that. I don't believe in superstition. I don't do superstitious analysis type thing. I just look at, I'll explain why I think it's the summer in a second. Some people like Tone Vase thinks that it's going to take another 12 to 21 months to peak. My theory is that this bull market is going to happen much faster and much more rapidly than most people expect, and they won't take the profits that they're supposed to take in a few months. That's my theory, guys. And that's how I think a lot of people are going to get burned. And what was I going to say? What was I just about to explain? Oh yeah, the hype cycle timing. So we know that human behavior tends to repeat, right? We know that the way that the markets move a certain way, and when you're studying technical analysis, you're studying trends, patterns. It's a lot of repetition. Like, oh, this pattern usually does this. It's because human behavior repeats, right? When you see a descending triangle, it's usually bearish because that's just human behavior. When you see an ascending triangle, it's usually bullish because that's just human behavior. Not all the time, but you know what I'm saying. So human behavior repeats. So I was thinking, okay, so how long is this bull market going to last? Let me take the all-time high break. When we broke the all-time high in 2017, how long did the emotional hype cycle last? Like we break the all-time high, and then everyone gets really excited, and the price flies up for for many months. How long did that last? Well, it lasted about 250 days. About 250 was from all-time high break to peak. And I figured if human behavior repeats, what would it be? 250 days? Okay, that would probably land us somewhere in summer from June to August, right? About that time. Somewhere in the summer is what it would, is essentially when the bull market would end if we were going to repeat the same type of human behavior. Again, it's very speculative. It may not be true. I may be completely wrong. That's always possible. But this is just my best guess. This is my best educated guess I can make. Somewhere from June to August, roughly, is when we're going to peak. And that's what this image is also suggesting on Twitter. The one that everyone stole and pretended it was theirs. But guys, we all know these charts, these candles, these are Cryptowatch candles. So anyone try to steal it, all these YouTubers that stole it, they don't use Cryptowatch. And it's like, guys, it's just so obvious that you stole it. Anyway. Anyway. James says, Kev, you don't see over 300K? Well, guys, anything can happen. Anything can happen. When things are going crazy. I mean, 250,000 is just a rough estimate based on the stock to flow model. Let's say that this becomes really bullish and Bitcoin runs up and we see like a huge blow off top going into like 700,000 and then a quick rejection down or something, like that type of crazy action. We see like 1 week to the upside, 1 week to the downside and test like 500,000. Yeah, that stuff is possible, but I'm just saying my rough estimate is 250,000. And very likely, most people are going to get greedy and not sell at the top. Most of us won't, right? Most of us will not time the top. We're going to get really greedy. It's going to get to like 200K, 250K. We're going to think, oh man, but what if it goes to like 500,000? What if it goes to 1 million? And then we'll miss the top, and then we'll sell somewhere later. That's most of us. That's just the reality. We get greedy, guys. We get greedy, right? Don't get too greedy. That's why scaling out is always good. Pick some price targets and scale out at a certain point. Have a little bit of a plan at least, right? Have a little bit of a plan. Don't just be like, oh, I'm going to sell everything at the exact top. You're not gonna time it. You're going to be asleep. Your exchange won't be loading. So just like scale out a little bit. That's at least my suggestion. Let's see what the chat is saying. Edit name. Meatport says the entire Patreon will sell at the exact top and we will win. I agree, guys. I agree. We will. We're going to win in Patreon. What do we got? Let's see. Let's see if any of our alt picks are any top gainers today. Yep. There it is. This is in our Patreon. By the way, the link is below if you want to join Patreon. We're up like, what is it, 800% now on Engine Coin? We're up 800% on Engine Coin, just about, I believe. Right? We're up nearly the same on Uniswap. And Ren, another one. A lot of the altcoins in my Patreon, which I'm adding new ones like every week, every 2 weeks, they're doing really well. They're doing really well, guys. And a lot of people are making a ton of money in Patreon. Of course, it's a bull market, so a lot of things are going up. But nonetheless, our alt picks are doing really well. And I'm very confident in a lot of our alt picks. Very confident. So definitely click that link below in the description to join Patreon. Most people make back the money pretty quick. Just a quick shill from my side there. A quick shill. Bitcoin, this is really the most exciting part right now about Bitcoin on the daily. This MACD crossover. It's just going to be a perfect continuation if we can get it. Perfect continuation. This would likely usher in new all-time highs, and we'd probably end up going towards 70K probably. What is our fib extension target from high to low? The first major one is the 1618 that I'd be looking for, which is just below 68,000, 67,853. So that could be the next major target. It would probably end up, I personally think we would probably end up going to 70, 75, just from a psychological perspective. But that's a very speculative guess as well. Guys, definitely smash up that like button if you're just tuning in, and also subscribe if you're new. Let's see if we can hit for 50,000 subs. We probably won't be able to, but let's see if we can get to 50,000 subs. I doubt it. This is a late night stream, so there's not as many viewers. I usually never, I never upload videos at this time. I never go live at this time. I just figured I would because the market is kind of gearing up. It's looking pretty good. It's kind of exciting. Ethereum is also looking great. What's really nice about the Ethereum chart on the weekly that I was looking at earlier, weekly, you know, Ethereum came back on the weekly, closed and opened, you know, the weekly candle closed and the next one opened exactly at the wick high from 2018, January. Exactly. I mean, that you can't even make it up, right? And then we bounced. Guys, this right here, that what you're looking at, is the most important price action in Ethereum history. Right here. We literally just closed and opened the weekly from the 2018 high, you know, and bounced. If we can maintain this, that's like the most important support resistance support flip ever for Ethereum. So that's huge. That's huge. And you guys know my expectations for Ethereum. I'm looking for possibly a run up towards 3,600, maybe 4,000 or so, before seeing a longer consolidation and then a punch up towards, you know, potentially 5-digit numbers. So I think we're going to be going up rapidly over the next few months. See what chat is saying. Let's go to the overall market, actually. Yeah, everything's looking great, guys. It's actually unbelievable how well crypto is doing. Chris Wellis coming in with the 5. He says, "See that big W? See that big W? What, a big W pattern or something? Is that what you're looking at? Is there a W pattern right here? Yeah, I guess there is. I guess you can interpret it that way. What I'm actually looking at more is, I mean, to me, it seems like the bulls just reclaimed momentum, and the MACD would agree with that on the daily. You know, we have left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's what it looks like to me. And now we got the neckline that we're apparently attempting to break right now. So if we can get above that neckline, that's going to be great, right? That's where we're at right now. So yeah, I mean, getting above, what is it? What would it be? 52K about? 52,000 about? If we can start pushing above 52K, we'd be getting above the neckline, and then we'd be looking for, you know, looking to flip that into support and then running up again. So that's what I'm looking for now, is the completion of this pattern, right? And really, you know, what this actually means is that the bulls have, there's an increase in momentum from the bulls, right? It's a reversal pattern, and it's also showing you that there's an increase in momentum, right? Just for anyone that's new, just so you're not blindly looking at head and shoulders pattern, like a head and shoulders pattern, like a classic head and shoulders. It means it's a decrease in momentum from the bulls. And then obviously the opposite, increase in momentum for the bulls. See a low, lower low, higher low, right? You Drew coming in with a 10. He says, "I made money from GME and I want to put it into crypto. I am brand new. I've put money in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. Should I be focusing more on altcoins? Hold long term? Question mark." That's a good question. You know, if you're new to crypto, you should just be focusing on Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? If you're new to crypto, then you might screw up if you start trying to like trade these altcoins. Guys, my altcoin portfolio that the people in my Patreon track, it's going up and down like 6 figures every few days. Like, it's insane. Like, it went from like 150K to 320K down to 220K back to 300K in like a week. Like, it's insanity, right? So if you're trading altcoins, you need to really have some thick skin, and you need to, like, you know, have a pair. You need to have a pair and you know, not get scared. Because if you're trading altcoins and your portfolio goes down and you panic, you're gonna miss out on a huge rebound or something and lose a lot. So if you're new, stick to Bitcoin. First of all, you want to get Bitcoin. Ethereum, I'm a huge fan of Ethereum. I'm so confident in Ethereum that I actually staked Ethereum. I'll show you guys that right now. This is my staking position for Ethereum. I locked up 31F. If this would load. It's not loaded. There it goes. So 31.5 Ethereum is locked up now. So this is my F2 staking position. So I'm so confident that I said I'm just going to lock up 31F. That's how much confidence I have for Ethereum. So that explains that for you. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and you know, from there, you know, you could dabble in alts. You said you have Cardano. You know, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Chainlink, but also another one that I think is going to do really well is Uniswap. Uniswap token is likely going to do extremely well in this bull market. And I've been, you know, in my Patreon, I've been telling patrons, you know, I know Uniswap is already pretty high market cap. I know the price is already, you know, sitting at $20 or whatever. It's likely going to go into the hundreds, probably. Especially when the upgrades come out and if they allow users to use the Uni token for fees, that's going to cause insane amounts of demand for the Uniswap token, and it's going to be huge, right? So Uni is a really good bet overall, very strong bet, I would say. Yeah, I mean, but I'm not going to go too far into the alts right now. Aave is a really solid pick. Aave, really good. I think Aave is going to be like the Apple stock of crypto at some point. You know, of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum are like God tier, but I think Aave is going to be right up there, and so is Uniswap. Those are just some top picks that I'm just going to call out. And if you want to see what other altcoins I'm buying, join the Patreon, guys. Join the Patreon. What is that right now? Whoops. I'm just looking at the altcoin portfolio. It's doing really good today, guys. For those of you that are in the Patreon, it's doing pretty good. Moonboy says, is Chainlink no longer your favorite? Well, guys, you guys know I've been huge on Chainlink for a long time. And on this channel, I mean, I was talking about Chainlink at 50 cents in 2018, right? Like that's how long I've been involved. And then when I really started I didn't actually buy all that much of 50 cents, to be completely honest. It wasn't like huge. But I did go really heavy into Chainlink down here at the after the crash in March. Actually, before the crash, I was buying on the way up. Then we crashed because of COVID. Then I bought at the bottom and then on the way up. And I was like screaming from the rooftops to buy Chainlink at like $4. It pumped to 7, 8. People were buying in. It was going really well. And then, of course, Bitcoin, the S&P and everything, the DeFi bubble pop happened and Chainlink went down. And then since then, it's been a little bit slower. It hasn't performed all that well, I guess, even though it's a top cryptocurrency. So you can't expect it to behave like a low cap. It's kind of gonna move with the rest of the market. But no, I mean, Chainlink is definitely still one of my favorites. I'm just, there's a lot of opportunity out here, guys. And if I talk about something like Uniswap, it doesn't mean I don't like Chainlink anymore. Like, people are very sensitive. It's really weird. Like, if I talk about Uniswap, now all of a sudden they get scared or something. It's like, could Uniswap outperform Chainlink in this bull market? It could. It absolutely could. I'm not going to be closed-minded and say that Chainlink's definitely going to be the best no matter what. Uniswap could outperform Chainlink in this bull market, guys. There's a good reason why it could. It could. I'm just being totally honest, right? I'm not going to be like an XRP fanboy that just blindly just sits there and it's just like, yeah, XRP. It's like, I'm just going to tell you guys the truth. By the way, XRP, if they do relist XRP, there might be a relisting pump. Though I don't really care too much about XRP, and you guys know I'm not a huge fan of it. But if they start relisting it, there might be a relisting pump. Just throwing that out there. I'm not going to be all negative about XRP. There could be a relisting pump. Just throwing that out there. So, let me finish up on Chainlink. If they can implement staking, then I'm going to become, very, very bullish on Chainlink. If we don't see staking, then it's not going to be as bullish. So I'm just really waiting for them to implement staking, and that would be extremely bullish for Chainlink. And I think that would allow Chainlink to hit some of my targets that I've discussed in the past. I was kind of pricing that in, but we haven't seen that happen yet. So that's really what I want to see for Chainlink, and then things can get uber bullish. But yeah, if we see Chainlink staking, I think we could see Chainlink go to the hundreds. Edit name says I need more uni. Just looking at chat. I'm gonna pin Roxanne's message. Oh yeah, guys, huge disclaimer right now. There are so many, I have so many people that are posing as me on YouTube, pretending to be me, on Twitter, pretending to be me, even now on Instagram, pretending to be me, and messaging all my followers. Right, so be very careful. I will never message you directly and be like, hey, what's up? Give me some crypto and I'll help you make money. I will never do that. I would never do that. Okay? I don't know how people fall for these scams. It's crazy. You have to be kind of dumb to fall for it. Unless you're a moderator in my chat. Some of my mods got scammed too. That was crazy. No offense, mods. There was a really clever scammer that came into my Discord, posed as me, and did a direct message to my moderators in Discord. And it was like, yo, I need some help on Binance. I need some Ethereum. And somehow my moderators fell for it. I don't know. Somehow you guys fell for it. RIP to you guys. I mean, it's not funny, but I don't know how you guys fell for it. Mitch Bez is coming up with a 5. He says, Kevin, what do you think about Bancor as a competitor to Uni? And what about Link Marine supporting Bancor over Uni? Yeah, I mean, guys, there's room, right? There's room for everything. What you'll see in this market, what you'll see in crypto is it's like a cult. There's a cult where it's it's this one or it's my way or no way. There's room for Bancor and Uni. Bancor might take up some market share and do really well over the next many months. Once Uniswap releases the upgrades, it's going to rock the market and it's going to do so well. Right? There's going to be a back and forth. People are going to be competing. There's not going to be one winner. Right? There's not going to be one winner. So yeah, diversify. Buy all the ones like Bancor, Uni, Balancer, whatever. Don't just be a maximalist. Look for the opportunity. This Lark Davis is not the real Lark Davis in the chat. I'm going to have to hide him from the chat because he's trying to scam people. Yeah, moderators, what are you doing? There's a fake Lark Davis in the chat. I had to do it myself. Yeah, guys, anytime there's somebody in the chat or a comment on a video that says here's my WhatsApp number, it's fake. It's completely fake. Nobody will ever do that. People asking about all kinds of altcoins. Guys, someone's saying what's your opinion on Matic? Polygon, formerly known as Matic. Guys, we're up 440% in Patreon on Matic. We're already way up on it. I think that Matic is going to be one of the most widely used scaling solutions on Ethereum, and it's going to do really well. It's going to do really well. Guys, I'm only going to make you a mod if I know you or if I've seen you 1,000 times and I know that you're cool. Just reading chat real quick. Is this the real Kevin or the AI Kevin? Well, it's always AI Kevin. It's always AI Kevin. I'm not real. I'm just CGI. Yeah, what else should we go over? We went over a bunch of stuff. Already. The US dollar, people are looking at the US dollar index. Let me reload this. I have to re-sign into TradingView, which I didn't do yet. Sorry for blinding you. Let's see, let's compare. Bitcoin to the US dollar index. So obviously, since March, there's been a crazy inverse correlation, a perfect inverse correlation. And now you can see that the US dollar index, bottomed out, found a higher low and bounced. And that did cause Bitcoin to see a little bit of a pullback. It's not a joke, guys. It's not a joke. Every time, where's the vertical line? Am I blind? I am blind. Here we go. Every time the US dollar index finds a major low, Bitcoin sees some resistance. That's the way it's been. Now, there have been times in the past where the US dollar index is going up and Bitcoin and the stock market are going up, where everything's actually going up. So it's not guaranteed, but usually when the US dollar index finds support, Bitcoin sees some resistance. Now, yeah, I guess this could be if the US dollar index starts to break above that previous support zone, we just get like a major resistance break. Yeah, could that be bad for Bitcoin? Could this cause Bitcoin to actually see a longer term consolidation? Before actually getting the needed support to run up again? Like if the US dollar index gets a major break above that previous support? Yeah, I mean, it could. Why wouldn't it? That's usually what happens. So if that happens, we get a major breakout for the US dollar index. Yeah, Bitcoin could see a further correction and create like an even larger scale parabola. Right, testing back to 42, 38K or something. Like 38, I guess, is where the weekly candles closed, if I remember correctly. That'd be, in a bearish scenario, that would be an area of interest for me. If the US dollar index gained a bunch of support, yeah, I'd be looking for like 38K where that weekly candle closed and opened. That'd be my target. So we'll see, right? Right now, Bitcoin's looking pretty good. We haven't gotten any confirmed breakout for the US dollar index. So for now, I'm just going to, stay bullish on Bitcoin until the trend tells me not to, right? $840 people watching, guys. Definitely smash up that like button. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes if it's possible. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully the US dollar index finds some resistance. Of course, that's just hope. We'll see what actually happens. Let me refresh this, guys. The screen's going to get really bright. I didn't relog back into TradingView. My bad, guys. I'm not going to do it right now. Yeah, so I mean, the stock market's also, holding support, though, the trend is starting to become a little bit more flat. Hopefully we don't get like a head and shoulders and dump, which is a possibility. I think we do have hidden bullish divergence for the S&P, I believe. If I remember. Yeah, we do. We have lower lows in the RSI, higher lows here. So we do have that going for us. Just looking at chat. Philip says, where to find Fibonacci in TradingView? I guess we got some new people watching. Guys, just go over to this one right here, like the pitchfork. And then go down to fib retracement. There's one of the tools. There's a few of them. But yeah, you know, the interesting thing about the long-term trend for Bitcoin is that even if, like, I'm very bullish right now. Like, I'm very bullish on the market. If the US dollar breaks out, you know, maybe Bitcoin could see a pullback. But for now, I'm very bullish. Even if Bitcoin did see a major retracement, let's say we came back to test like the 21-week EMA or something, or like that 38K level I was just talking about. Bounce off 21-week EMA and then found support to run up again. If we do see that kind of a dip, the cool thing is that on that dip, you're getting back into what I believe is a once-in-a-lifetime buy opportunity zone. So it would just be a gift, and it would just be an area of accumulation before exiting the once-in-a-lifetime buy opportunity zone. Like, that's similar to what we saw in 2017. That's what I'd be looking for here. So if you do see a dip, it's not a sell signal, in my opinion. I could be wrong. It's a buy signal. We're still in an accumulation zone. We're still in the area that you want to be buying. Once we get a clear break above, you know, I guess the current high 58,000, then things become, in my opinion, bubble territory, right? All right, you know, you spam in the chat, you're now blocked. Spam the chat, you're blocked. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, guys, you guys know on this channel, I'm extremely focused on the long term. And there's nothing right now, there's nothing about the chart from a long-term perspective that says it's a top. Nothing about this chart says top. And, you know, let's say, you know, the Bitcoin sees a dump. People are going to say, yeah, Kev, you were wrong. See, it was the top. No, guys, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a market cycle top. Nothing about this says it's the top. There's just nothing about it that says it's a top. You know, even the volume signature is nowhere even close to signaling a top. Right? We haven't even like hit any record levels. That means we haven't hit an emotional climax in the market, which means we got a lot more upside to go. Of course, unless there's a black swan event, which is random and no one would know. But you know, from a TA perspective, the volume does not suggest a market cycle top. It actually suggests that we would probably see a more continued growth in volume over the next many months. Just like 2017, you know, we see a massive growth and then a huge spike in volume at the end. You know, and even when we hit that 3,000 low, you know, there was a lot of volume coming down to that low. The 14K top, you guys know this, a lot of volume coming up to that high. The March low, a lot of volume on that low. Right now, we're not really there. And in a bull market, you would expect volume levels to significantly increase as you push higher. And right now, we're just starting to get that increase. I think that we're going to see a continued increase to much higher levels. And also, there's the candles, the market structure. You know, could there be a short-term top? That's always possible, but just, you know, it just does not signal top right now. The MACD on the daily looks pretty good. If we can get some continuation, we'll see. That's not confirmed yet. But, you know, both these runs are pretty similar in style. There's no major wick rejection. So I don't think we have not hit an emotional climax, in my opinion, according to my analysis. Even if there is a short-term pullback, I think we're very likely going to see much higher prices. But yeah, guys. Big Moon coming to the 5 with the rocket symbol. What's up, man? I appreciate that. Did I miss any tips? Did I miss anything, guys? I could have. I'm just staring at the chart. Did I miss anything? Don Rager says, King Kev, your dot price prediction peak? I haven't been looking at the dot chart all that much, although I should. I don't necessarily want to just do that right now. I mean, it would be very speculative. You know, I missed out on a bunch. Like, I was planning on buying DOT, but I missed out on a ton of the run-ups. And I was just waiting for a pullback, and I never got a pullback, so I never bought in. So I was just like, damn, like I could buy it now, but I'm thinking, but what I did instead was I'm just going to look at some altcoins that are going to support the Polkadot ecosystem and just invest in the Polkadot ecosystem that way. Because I feel like I've missed out on DOT, even though I haven't. And, you know, anyone who's coming into the market right now could still buy DOT, and it would make them a ton of gains. But I just kind of made the decision. I was like, let me just buy some altcoins that are supporting the Polkadot ecosystem to get exposure to Polkadot that way, which I did in Patreon. I have some Polkadot projects in there. I think it's going to do really well. Guys, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing you got to remember is that you know, if Bitcoin topped out now and crashed, the altcoins would just crash. If Bitcoin went straight to $1 million, or let's say Bitcoin went to $1 million, the altcoins would go way higher than you ever thought was possible. Right? So it's really all about Bitcoin. It's really all about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to kind of set the trend for these alts. So the whenever you make a price prediction or an analysis on an altcoin, you have to factor in where you think Bitcoin's going, what kind of market structure is Bitcoin going to put in, you know. If Bitcoin goes to 250,000, then I believe that Ethereum could be hitting 7,500 to 10K, 20K if things go really well. Right? So that's like kind of how I do that analysis. Link price. So if Chainlink, if Bitcoin hits 250,000 and they implement staking, I think we could hit $200 minimum, potentially as high as 450. Someone just asked in the chat. Vip Wolf says Ethereum is dead. It's not. It's absolutely not dead, guys. You know, this is really funny. Vip Wolf, appreciate you tuning in, but I'm going to make fun of you for a second. He says Ethereum is dead. Thoughts on Uni? Guys, Uniswap is like built on Ethereum. I mean, like Ethereum is not dead. How does that make any sense to you? Come on, guys. Yeah, I mean, we're retesting the 2018 high as new support. We just did that for the first time ever. Most important resistance support flip in Ethereum history. So as long as we just maintain this, you know, that's good. We'll go up later. Guys, don't ban him. Don't ban him. I just roasted him. That's all he needs. We're not part of the cancel culture here, guys. Cancel culture is so toxic. Like, oh, I don't like that guy. Let's destroy him. So, like, it's just like, my God, like, what is wrong with you? Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean you have to completely destroy them. Like, what? So bad. So bad. Just looking at chat, we've gone over a lot of stuff. Probably just gonna end the stream. It's getting a little bit late. You know, I don't usually do live streams this late. Definitely smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, guys, join the Patreon if you want to see what altcoins I'm buying. I think the altcoin portfolio is up 100K in a week. Sorry, in a month. Up 100K in a month. So definitely check it out. Yeah, this is not the channel to make jokes about Ethereum. I'm going to come at you hot and defend Ethereum. But yeah, you know, usually I don't stream this late, but and that's why we had less than 1,000 concurrent. But we got up to like 900 something, which means that I'm not shadow banned anymore, which is cool. So I think the hashtag, like hashtag Bitcoin, got me shadow banned, and now because I'm not using hashtag Bitcoin, I'm not shadow banned. I don't know why that's happening to my channel. Who knows? But at least we figured it out. I can't do hashtag Bitcoin anymore, and then I won't be shadow banned. So I think that's it. I think that's the problem. So at least we figured that out. So that's cool. But yeah, if you want to support this channel, join the Patreon. Guys, the platform that you see me use in all my videos, this platform, and where I have my Eth2 staking, where I'm monitoring my Eth2 staking position, this is the Cryptowatch platform. We are sponsored by Cryptowatch on this channel. Find the link below. Sign up for Cryptowatch, guys. I use this platform every single day. You can hook up, Bitstamp, Coinbase, Bitfinex, Poloniex, I believe, all to the Cryptowatch platform, and trade directly off your charts. You can trade directly off the charts. I do have tutorials on my channel you can watch. Anyway, guys, if you enjoy this content, hit the like button. And we'll be doing more live streams now that I'm not shadow banned anymore. And now that I know that I can't use Bitcoin hashtags, we'll be doing more live streams. Definitely stay tuned. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out, guys.